my dance make it hurt. These my dance make it hurt. These my dance make it hurt. Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
And we can't do the.
All right, take two. A very good evening, everybody. I can see my microphone's working now. Jason, say hello.
Hello.
Yes, and Jason's working as well. Oh my God. The 1 week that we decided to start on time and it didn't work because of course. But yeah, welcome back. We're back with sound this time as well. Yeah, we had a bit of a week off last week, calling it a mid-season break. And yeah, we're back tonight. And a very good evening. Jason, how you doing?
Doing much better than I was last week there. I had my COVID jab. I was pretty worn out from a couple of late nights working away. So I apologize for the night off. But a special thanks to Glenn, who took me out for beers on Wednesday. And yeah, it was good. I had a good time chatting with Glenn and almost passed out. Had to go pick the kids up and go take an hour-long nap afterwards.
Yeah, that's it, man. 2 beers in the afternoon and that's it, right? See ya.
Pretty much these days. Like I said, I'm definitely out of practice there. And yeah, it was nice actually going to a pub, having a nice pint there or two of Tennent's, just because I hadn't had a pint of Tennent's in a long time.
Oh my God.
Well,
you could have at least treated yourself on your first beer out. Jeez.
I'm not saying that it was the nicest place in Edinburgh to go to. There was definitely more upscale places we could have gone to, but funny enough, I asked for a Dukers. They did not have Dukers. So
oh wow, okay.
So I went with the old classic of Tennent's there. So yeah. You wait a year to get back in a pub and you have a Tennent's.
And you have a Tennent's. Wow, totally worth waiting for.
You know what? It was good. I'm not gonna complain. I enjoyed the Tennent's.
It was refreshing, I guess. Right? They say it's like making love in a canoe, fucking close to water. Anyway,
come on now. You went to Vegas to me, and I put a Budweiser in your hand there.
You can tell. Dude, that's an excellent point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well, now that we've earned the explicit tag for this episode, yeah, a very good evening. If you're watching along with us, obviously we're live tonight on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tea and Tops. We're also live on the Tea and Tops Facebook page and the Tea and Tops YouTube channel as well. So if you are watching along, come and say hello. We're just doing a bit of a general update this week. No guests or anything planned. So if you have anything that you'd like us to talk about or any questions for Jason and I, whether it be about our terrible taste in beer, or what it's like to actually have phase 1 of the COVID vaccination, then by all means ask away. Ross, I can see you over there on YouTube. Thanks for letting us know that I completely screwed up the sound again this week. Thanks.
And a shout out to Kat for a happy birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, happy birthday, Kat.
Yep. Get that in there.
Yeah, well done.
To our 2 listeners, we
got it
covered now. Sweet.
Well, we have 3. We have at least 3 tonight because Drew's back as well, so we can all rejoice that Drew hath returned
right.
to the fold of Tea and Tops. So.
We're already getting abuse from him, aren't we? I guess that must be why. Yeah.
He's already asking if you've put up Wave 3, which I'm assuming he's not. I'm assuming he's not referring to the Indian COVID variant that's going to kill us all, but he is in fact talking about. This week's Keith Shore set, right?
Keith Shore set is not up, Drew. Sorry, but you'll be happy to know that the first Project 70 Marlins card is out today. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Wow, that is exciting news. Big news for the Marlins today. My
I know.
goodness.
Drew's going to go bankrupt with this. The two purchases going on.
That's it. He'll be selling off all these garbage pail kids to buy exotic uniforms and yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The uniforms
Yeah,
came
man.
out.
Yeah,
So-
I'm telling you, big day for the Marlins. Sweet. Let's cover all that. We'll come back to all that. So yeah, those of you watching along live or indeed watching back on YouTube, you'll notice my comedy backdrop tonight, which is indeed your local Target superstore, which of course leads us beautifully into, I guess, what is probably the biggest news from the world of card collecting this week. So thanks to a wonderful episode in a lovely place called Brookfield, Wisconsin, which I believe actually is quite lovely. So yeah, in the car park of their local Target, a gentleman had exited the store brandishing some boxes of trading cards when he was accosted, shall we say, by four gentlemen who wanted to relieve him of his recent purchases. So homeboy pulled a gun on them. Yeah, dude had a concealed carry permit, pulled his weapon in self-defense. And yeah, lots of cops come, lots of arrests, and the upshot of all of that is that Target are removing trading cards from their stores. So MLB, NHL, NBA, and Pokemon have all now been removed. I think it was as of the 14th, if I recall correctly. So as of last Friday. So Target have removed them all from their shelves. A lot of people will say it's moot point because it was damn near impossible to get them anyway.
Unless you have a machete.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unless you were queuing. So prior to this, they were selling them, I think, from 8 a.m. or some ridiculously early time on a Friday only. So that, of course, led to hordes of neck-bearded, sweaty gentlemen queuing up at their local Target.
Shaved. I'm really glad I shaved from the show.
I know. Listen, I'm probably including myself in this statement, right? Yeah, so they were queuing, bringing out their lawn chairs and queuing outside local Targets from like 9 p.m. the previous evening to get in to get their fix of pictures of men on cardboard. So as if that wasn't crazy enough, then yeah, we have this incident where a guy has to pull a gun to protect himself from being robbed for his trading cards. And so Target have turned around and said, right, okay, screw you guys, we're not doing this anymore. It's my ball and I'm going home. And they're no longer going to stock them on the shelves. But they do, however, tell us that it's fine because you can just buy them on our website. But as we know, unless you're the owner of a bot, you frickin' can't buy them on their website unless you get exceptionally lucky.
I mean, are there Target drops? Do they set like certain times for these?
Well, there are Target exclusives and Walmart exclusives of a lot of products, and it's becoming a bit more common now.
Right.
But you know, it's been that's just a side note to the point that, you know, obviously trading cards have just gone mental, as we know. We've spoken about it enough. Obviously, cards have just gone crazy in the pandemic. In the States, it's you know, it's even worse because that's the whole home of the collecting scene. For a lot of people, Target is the easiest way for them to get product. Not everyone has a local card shop just around the corner from them. It's not the 80s where there was one practically in every strip mall. They're far harder to come by now. Try to get stock from any. I mean, if you can afford a hobby box, then you're all right. There's many places you can buy hobby boxes from online. But trying to get your hands on retail at the recommended retail price is nigh on impossible. So you're stuck with resellers. So, you know, a blaster box from your local Target that would cost you less than $25 with the tax on, you're having to pay like $80 off of eBay for. You know, and that's still half the price of a hobby box. So if you can't get anything, that's what you're stuck doing. But it's these markups, these 300, 400% markups that people could make by buying the stuff, clearing the shelves out at Target, and then going and just selling it straight away on eBay or in a Facebook group. That was the big attraction, and that's what's fueled this particular fire.
So when you see someone knock over a delivery truck, you can't get them at Target. You can just camp outside Topps production factory and just rob the truck.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's getting there. It's getting like Prohibition, right?
Yeah, you're just gonna see someone. It's gonna be like a Heat style. You know, just put the chains out, take them all out.
Do you know what?
Someone's gonna make off with some
Interesting
Bowman.
side note. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, you've never seen Heat?
I've never seen Heat.
Oh my gosh!
No.
All right.
Anyway, never mind. But obviously I know it pretty well. But no, I've never watched it end to end all the way through. But yeah, but there's been all manner of crazy stories. So again, the unique way that trading cards work in the US, the big box stores like Target and Walmart, they're stocked through independent companies, through these vendor companies, and it's kind of like an old school model. So all the supermarkets in the UK used to work in a very similar fashion in like the kind of late 80s, early 90s, where you would have reps for these different companies come round and they would be responsible for stocking and merchandising the store. And I know this firsthand because my mother used to be she used to go around and do it for a company in the UK called Rowntrees, who make a very famous sweet called the Fruit Pastel. And she used to be a rep for that company. And as part of that, she would travel from store to store, put up like merchandising stands, like special offer stands and whatever else, and make sure that these things were well stocked. And that's exactly how the trading card market is in the US and Target and Walmart. So there's two different companies. One's called MJ Holdings, and the other one's just jumped out my head. So rather than have another episode of old guys try to remember stuff, I'm just going to gloss over it and move on. But there's the two vendor companies that stock Walmart and Target. And these tend to be, again, the same idea. Like the vendors turn up, the stock gets delivered to the store, the vendor turns up, the vendor's responsible for taking the stock from the stockroom and putting it out on display. And so they stock the shelves all lovely. They take a picture to show that they've done it, so they can show their bosses that they're not just slacking off in a car park, and then they bugger off. And I know that because I spoke to a vendor, in 19, in December of 2019, just before the pandemic started, when we were on holiday in Florida, and she happened to be stocking the shelves in the Walmart just around the corner from where we were staying. I had gone in to like pick up some boxes to have a bit of a rip and whatever else, and she was stacking this thing. So I got chatting about how it all worked. Very interesting, very nice lady she was too. So there's been lots of stories of these vendors getting harassed, and that's why Target tried to limit it and say, right, the vendors can come in all through the week and stock their shelves, or come in on like a Thursday night and stock their shelves. And then they're safe, they can do their job, they can get out of the way, and then all the sweaty men in sweatpants get let in at 8 a.m. They can have their feed, get all their stuff that they want, and then they can bugger off again, and the vendors are safe. Because there's been stories come out of vendors getting followed. Well, vendors get followed from store to store. That's happened a lot, and you'd have the same people clearing out the shelves in like all the local Walmarts and Targets. There's stories of vendors being followed home, which is insane. I mean, that's crossing a line already, right? So yeah, it was getting dangerous Target are pulling the whole health and safety thing, and I think they're probably right. If you're having to pull a gun to protect your Pokemon cards, there's something going on. And there's, I think, a Reddit post that got shared in one of the groups in the US from a Target employee, but they're not called employees. They give them a funny name, but a person who works for Target, who was overjoyed at the fact they were taking the cards off of general display, because they said it was just absolutely insane, like having to deal with these guys and the fact they were, making vendors feel unsafe. They're harassing staff. They're making it difficult for other people to navigate the store. And of course, when they're all crowding around one area, you're supposed to be social distanced and keep 2 meters. And it just made, entire sections of the store.
Social distancing in the States, come on.
I know, I say supposed to, right? It's supposed to be.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's been I guess an ever-changing and ever-escalating situation. And yeah, it was kind of brought to a head by a guy in a parking lot in Wisconsin who had to pull a gun to protect his Pokemon. Yeah,
so it's a suburb of Milwaukee.
Is it? There you go. Did you Google that? Look at you.
I did Google it. Yes. So
I just thought it was Brookfield, and I was like, oh, and it's apparently quite a nice place.
It's 20 minutes from downtown Milwaukee, so it's pretty close.
Geez, we've probably driven through it. Was it South Side?
Good thing we had guns with us.
Well, did we?
I know Simon might have.
He might have done. Yeah. I don't think he flew. I don't think he flew with his weapon, but yeah.
No, it's on the west side of Milwaukee. I think we just went, coming up north. We would have been. I don't think we've gone there. I don't know how close it was to the Harley Davidson factory or anything like that. So
that was surprisingly close to the ballpark, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. The next trip, we'll go check it out.
Yeah, we'll all have our midlife crisis at the same time. We'll go and buy Harley Davidsons and go and catch a ball game.
No, I'll pass on that. I don't need to buy. I'll go blow on something else stupid.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's Target this week. So they've taken them all off sale now. But like I say, they're saying that you can buy them online, but you can't buy them online because bots take them all. And we've seen tweets. I know we did some investigation into it. We're probably need to look at that again. It'd be a good topic to cover one week. The retail bots. So yeah, we've seen screenshots of bot owners proudly showing off the fact that they were able to get 2,500 Bowman mega boxes from Target on the day they released and stuff like that. And it's like, well, what chance? What chance have you got? If you're the dad with the kid, and you can maybe scrape together some money to pick up a box of cards, every once in a while to treat your kid, because $25 is still quite a lot of money. I didn't get like £20 of pocket money. That was insane. That's like a month's worth of pocket money. And yeah, so it's just harder and harder. But Target have got to. They're protecting their staff at the end of the day. Walmart, on the other hand, no fucks given. They're like, no problem. Yeah, we're not planning to make any changes. But of course, you can walk into Walmart, as I have done, and fill a shopping trolley with ammunition and walk out again. I'm not quite happy. No problem at all. So
just don't knock over that 85-year-old greeter who still has to work, right?
Oh God, oh yeah, man, that's true. So yeah, Walmart not changing anything. Target have taken them all off. So I don't know how.
So Target's slightly more upscale than Walmart. So
well, yeah, I think that's fairly safe to say. Obviously Walmart.
Not by much. It's Target. It's
Target. Yeah.
it's not. Yeah. It's not that much more upscale, but yes, that's where you go if you have a little bit more money.
Yeah, I mean Walmart certainly has its reputation. It's become a bit of an internet meme, a bit of kind of hilarity. People of Walmart and all that kind of stuff. So.
Gosh, I forgot about that one. That was a good one.
That's like old school 2000s internet, and when people of Walmart. I think that website is probably still going, but
I'm sure it's still quite well populated. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, so Walmart not planning to change anything, but yeah, that was the big news coming out for retail, was that Target are taking them all off of their shelves. So we'll see. Go and buy a bot, everybody.
Yeah, maybe they should put the Project 20 and Project 70 cards up there.
Yeah, maybe they should. Yeah, it might help those print runs along a little.
Might help those print runs, that's for sure. So, nice little segue into my segment. And you know what? Project 70 had its first sub 1,000 card. So
did it? I must have missed this. This is news for me.
Surprisingly enough, Don C's card.
Oh wow, okay.
So Don C was never that popular because he just kind of pulled out various crap that people went, what? I don't get the joke here. So and he did Alex Rodriguez as a Seattle Mariner. So not the most popular team for him. Guys are still don't really like A-Rod there. I think as a Yankee, probably would have did a little bit better there. So you get the combination of a Don C card and an A-Rod in the Seattle Mariners jersey. You get, let's see, the print run was $930. So
it's comfortably under 1,000 there.
Oh yeah. But ever since they've gone to the 4 card set, people aren't buying the 4 cards.
Well, no, because it's $62.50, right? Who's spending $62.50 every day?
Exactly. So it said, with the 2 card set, okay, I can buy both, no big deal. 3 card set, I like 2 of the 3. The extra one's a little $5. On a 4 card set, you might like 2. It was like, well, $40 or $62.50. I'll just pick the ones I like there. So you could still pick up the A-Rod card for $20.
Yeah,
it shows you.
Wow.
People just don't. It's not there. So although saying that, we had besides the Alex Bernie cards, we finally have another card that's risen quite heavily. So the Tyson Beck Shohei Ohtani card is now rising up there. It's going for over $50.
Well, anything Ohtani touches turns to gold at the moment. So it's time to dig out our card, I think. There's a side note. So Ohtani, everything Ohtani seems to be on fire at the moment. Obviously, he made his outfield debut. Did I see he made his debut in the outfield the other day?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm too excited about my Mariner guy that we'll talk about in a bit.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I can see you're itching to get there, but I'm gonna delay you a little bit.
I've already said I need to get a jersey. Despite the fact I got 2 jerseys last week, I don't need to do more.
Jeez. So obviously Ohtani is kind of tearing it up. He hit an absolute freaking moon shot the other night, which was obviously setting social media on fire. He's crushing the ball, although he apparently is fatigued from pitching, or was fatigued from pitching. I'm pretty sure I saw he made his debut in the outfield as well, which is maybe an unexpected twist. Now I don't know if he just came in to bottom of the 9th or something, or I don't think he started, but I'm sure I saw somewhere Although I could be totally wrong, so we'll just move along because I don't have enough information about it.
Is this before or after Pujols went to the Dodgers?
Well, it's around about the same time. Yeah, who'd have seen that coming? Oh my God, this is turning into an actual baseball
A
podcast.
baseball chat. We actually know baseball.
Jesus, I know. All right, look at us. Yeah, the Pujols one raises an interesting question. Will we see him in Topps update in a Dodgers uni? I hope so, because I've got a funny feeling he's only going to last there until the end of the year, and then he'll probably go to the Cardinals and retire. I think he wants to get those. What is he? 19 home runs behind somebody.
Right. So if he's behind that, so why the Dodgers? Dodger Stadium's Pitchers Park.
Yeah.
Why not go to Colorado? Let's just go. Hey, you know what? Screw it.
And just hit pop-ups.
Exactly. Like if you're seriously chasing the record, 19 home runs, you could probably do it. But why not have that little extra effort and just go to play Colorado?
and just hit pop-ups out all day.
I mean, who's going to the Rockies games anyways? Can you name me more than 3 Rockies players?
Not anymore. I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Trevor Story.
Charlie Blackmon.
Yep.
No, I'm done.
Herman Marquez.
Yeah. And dude, I must have opened like 100 boxes of baseball cards this year, and I still can't pick out any Rockies.
Exactly. So you might as well take. Why aren't the Rockies going? Look, he might hit 7 home runs. Is what the Mariners used to do. We get guys on the last legs to go. Like, what milestone are you chasing? Let's sign you so we get some people in the stands.
Yeah. You're talking. Yeah, you're speaking about getting guys on their last legs. You're speaking to a Yankees fan. Come on.
You guys set up for like 3 or 4 year contracts.
Yeah, we wrote that book, man. Come on.
All right. Well, we can talk about Topps now in a little bit. We'll finish up with Project 70
Project
here.
70, yeah.
So, what was I going to say? All right. So, we had a new twist to Project 70, which we hadn't seen before. We had player on the card autographs today. So Blake Jameson dropped his Jared Kelenic. So if you don't know how to pronounce his name, it's pronounced Kelenic.
Kelenic, yeah. So I apologize for all the breaks I've done so far where I've called him Kelenic.
Yes. So that's a name to remember. Got off to a good start on the second game. I stayed up to watch the first game. It was brutal. I was up till like 6 o'clock in the morning.
You idiot.
I know. It was terrible the next day there. And of course, I missed the game where he did well. But yes, so he dropped his Jared Kelenic card. And of course, they had autographs. And there was 4 tiers to the autographs card. So they had a $200 tier, a $600 tier, a $750 tier, and somebody bought the $2,500 one-of-one rainbow foil Jared Kelenic card for Blake Jameson. They lasted less than 5 minutes on the website.
Jeez. So this is a Project 70 card, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So they've taken they've put a Topps Now twist on it, because that's basically what you do with Topps Now. They'll have like the autographed one-of-one. They'll have like out of 5, out of 10, out of whatever. So yeah, it's like they've taken that model, I guess, and applied it to Project 70. As you say, it's an interesting twist on Project 70 because we haven't seen this before. We've seen player autograph cards, but these are ones that have gone, they've come out months, after the actual release of the card, and they go to the people who get the autographs from these players, have them autographed, and then they get put back out on the market. So yeah, it's interesting to see it straight away. It's also interesting to see a red hot rookie has a Project 70 card 2 days after he becomes a red hot rookie. Right?
I mean, how many of these have been printed out already? I mean, you figure there was like 100, again, it would have been tiered, it was 175, 50 like that there. So there's probably 150 of those cards already kicking out and about.
Yeah. So obviously we had Lauren Taylor on earlier in the series, or the season, I should say. And there was obviously much chagrin from some of the artists about the fact that on the day Topps announced they had picked up the mantle rights, one of the headline artists from Project 70 released a Project 70 Mickey Mantle card. And there seems to be a slight hint of that again, where the day after Kelenic. I'm going to write it down, I promise.
Yeah, Kelenic.
The day after Kelenic becomes a sensation, he's got autographed Project 70 cards straight out there. So yeah, I can imagine there's a touch of cynicism from some of the other artists in the project. The fact that another big name artist from the project has got that card and got it out straight away. But Who knows? I'm
I
putting
mean,
words in other people's mouths, I guess. But
if it was going to be, it would be Blake. I mean, he kind of is the ringleader, everybody. So I can understand why he's done it there. But I mean, they must have known about that at quite some time. I mean, I'm surprised there's a leak never made it out because again, these are on the card signatures. It's not stickers. They're on the card.
on
So
card,
he's,
yeah.
and a foil. So they would have had to produce those last week, 2 weeks ago, get into him to consign and go back and forth there, and how well would it have done if he would have sucked it up and gone 0 for 4 that second night? Would it be a popular card? I mean, it's going to sell a lot just because he's on a good start.
I mean, I imagine that maybe either some of the artists or Topps have asked some of the artists to do cards for some of these rookies that they think are going to come up at some point this year and go on fire, because it's a good boost for the project, if nothing else. Like, that card's going to sell well.
Yes.
Let's be honest. So yeah, I mean, I don't know who else. I mean, obviously Sixto Sanchez was up early doors. I'm bringing the Marlins into this again. Although I believe he got sent back down. So yeah, it wouldn't. I can't. I'm not going to start showing my lack of knowledge of new rookies that are coming up.
Jason Dominguez didn't come up anytime soon.
Yeah, Jason Dominguez. Yeah. Him and Baron Laura, right, for the Rangers. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, again, I'm sure there's some chat among some of the artists about the fact that this has come out, like I say, 2 days right after he went on fire. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to say no. Like I said, it's like, okay, it's cool. Autograph's cool, out of my budget. Even at $200, I don't think I'm gonna be like, maybe, maybe
it's
there.
They're not. It's not. They're not terribly priced. It doesn't.
No.
Not with the way things are flying just now.
But I mean, someone had to leak it because the cards lasted 5 minutes on the website.
Well, but people are just, they get themselves all botted up, ready for APs, and they go, oh, holy shit, there's autograph cards. I'll take those instead.
Yeah. It's I just couldn't believe that. Yeah, I mean, maybe they came out earlier. I didn't notice it, but yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe, like, I saw somebody had posted about it. 3 minutes later, I posted a link to it. And by the time he posted the link to it, it was gone,
all gone. Yeah,
all gone. So who knows? Maybe we'll see some more of that. That's cool. I definitely, it's not my budget, and unless it's maybe, I don't know, Jay Buhner. I'd buy a Jay Buhner card. No one's paying $200 for a Jay Buhner card there.
Nobody's paying $200 for a Jay Buhner card.
So that would be it. So but yes, so that was a nice little twist there, and that brings us up to Topps Now. So Topps Now came out obviously with the Jared Kelenic card there, and they had a total of just under 14,000. We had 13,912 cards to be produced for the Topps Now, and then there was 2 that weekend. I didn't bother with the second one, but it sold very well. So it's interesting that Topps has really thrown their weight behind Jared Kelenic. So
it certainly appears that way. So the one that did 13,000 plus. Was it the first one, like his first Topps Now, or was it the second one?
It was the first one now, and it had the rookie card symbol on it as well. And that was what caught my attention on that there, because I think it was Ryan Cracknell of Beckett had pointed that out there, and I went, oh, I've got a lot of Topps Now points. I'm a Mariner fan. I might as well get a few of these. Yeah.
Oh, all those points that you've garnered buying Shed Long cards, you can now turn into.
Yeah, that's not bad. I turned my Shed Long points into Jared Kelenic. I'm doing okay here.
That's like you've traded up, man. I like it. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it was one of the things I noticed about that card as well. The fact that it carries his rookie, the rookie card symbol, which of course it will. Any of his cards from this year will. And I guess this is where Topps Now maybe doesn't get the kudos it deserves, because that will be his first rookie card, right? Because it came out the day after he made his debut in the majors, so forever it will be his first rookie card. But the way that the hobby will see it, his first true rookie card won't be until probably, no, I don't think he'll make Series 2, probably Update, which comes out in like November, and that's what the hobby will see as his first rookie card, because it's the first one included in a hobby release. But yeah,
still Series 2. They'll know. I mean, come on, we all know it's service time manipulation. Like
Well, yeah,
like,
yeah, I know that, but Top's flagship releases, they still have Nolan Arenado in a Rockies uniform. They
right,
still have Francisco Lindor in a Cleveland uniform. You know what I mean? They've not updated any of that stuff yet. So
right.
Series One and even Bowman, which is like the latest kind of flagship release, it's still got them in last year's unis. So for making his debut in May to make Series Two, which I think comes out in July, I should probably know that. It feels too close to the bone. I imagine that he'll make update as a rookie. Even
Yeah,
if they
I
could
mean,
give him a Series 2, I think they would keep him back until update to give update some cachet
yeah.
and some stuff to chase.
I mean, it makes sense. I look back at the junk era, and you look at all the tops traded that came out, and you look at the
Yeah,
various
yeah.
cards in there, and people are like, "Yeah, gosh, I mean, I think Bryant's best example of that. Oh, I bought all these traps traded, but all the cards I'm missing are gone from the back.
Yeah,
That
well, I mean,
89 traded, the Griffey's gone. Imagine that.
funny that, right? I mean, update. Just that's all it is. It's just a new name for the traded set. But yeah, like I say, if you're still getting like Arenado and yeah, if you're still getting players in last year, play a big free agent or big players that moved in the off season in their last year's uni, yeah, I don't think we're going to see Kelnick in Series Two. I imagine even if they could have squeezed them in, I think they'll keep him back for update, so they've got something to push update on because it's kind of traditionally the one that sort of flags a little bit. Although I really liked update last year, but yeah, that's just me. There's no accounting for taste, right?
You know what? It's one of those things that you look down the road and go, that you know what, that's a cool card. I'll pick that up there. I mean, you look at almost everyone's done. There's a Gooden, there's a Strawberry, there's a Mattingly. It may not have been hot right off the bat, but then you come back to go, actually, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, I'm the worst for that, as we've discussed many times.
Yes.
Sorry, go on.
No, go. You go ahead.
Me, well, I have a question. I have a question from the audience because we were sort of moved on from Project 70. I didn't mean to move on without asking this question. So, any hints on what the new DJ Ski card might be? Apparently, it's dropping on Friday.
Ooh, no, I haven't seen anything yet, but I haven't been spending a whole lot of time on social media. I actually deleted my apps off my phone. I have to log into it to actually see my stuff there.
Look at you.
Yeah, I was getting sucked into the phone too much and getting into too many random conversations there. So I deleted it off there. So I actually have to go and make the physical effort to log in there. So
that's an excellent tip. I think I know where you picked that tip up from.
I know. You know what? The immortal F dot.
Yeah. It was an off-stream conversation, so yeah, we'll keep it at that. Yeah, well, that's very cool. Yeah, I just generally suck at social media, apart from Facebook. But
yeah, no, I just needed a break. I think it was getting. There seems to be a really weird vibe in the UK baseball community right now, and I just don't like to be part of it there. I like everything to be positive. So I'm trying to stay out of that there and keep things as lighthearted as possible. So I just did take a break from social media, and I still post, but I no longer try to do all the research. I don't have the time to do the research. I've got a giant list of things to do, and I have not looked to see what the next ski card is there, but it usually will pop up soon. So it'll be something cool. I mean, all those cards have been really cool.
Yeah, I'm fully on board with the curated playlists that go along with them. They're like one of my go-to listens on Spotify now. So yeah, I hope he does have another card coming out. Yeah, funny you bring up the weird atmosphere in UK baseball at the minute. I guess we'd be kind of remiss as a member of the. I mean, I know we don't focus purely on baseball or UK baseball, but we're obviously part of the British baseball related podcast fraternity. So I think we'd be remiss not to at least mention the recent furore with UK women's baseball and the rather unfortunate tweet that BBF sent out. The story has been told ad nauseam. It made the BBC, it made the New York Times. But yeah, as part of the fraternity, or maybe that's not the right word because there's podcasts from all genders that make up the kind of clique that we have of British baseball related podcasts. But yeah, safe to say we fully stand behind the women's baseball setup in the UK here, and we join with the rest of our podcast compadres and and movers and shakers in British baseball, and kind of condemning the tweet that came out from BBF and the general way in which they handled it. Obviously, the story's a couple of weeks old now. We sort of missed it last week with being off, but I feel it's important just to mention that, Paul, as soon as we kind of brought it up a little bit there.
And forget, so not only are we repping British baseball, we've got our stuff on. Come on.
I know.
Look at that.
Look at you.
I got
Yeah, so you've gone Edinburgh, I've gone Aberdeen tonight. Look at that.
yeah, so we still support local baseball, absolutely there.
Yeah.
If you want to know more, me and John covered it in Ball Caps and Bagpipes, which of course covers everything to do with Scottish baseball there. It was a real shame there. I think there'll be some positives take out of it there. BBF hopefully makes some much needed changes there. If you follow British baseball, it's pretty much in shambles, and we've known this for a long time.
Yeah, it's funny how nothing's changed in the best part of 20 years, right?
20 years, yes. So I mean, we left 13, 14 years ago. So and we weren't happy there. So if you don't know, I used to be the manager, was the manager when I was the president of Baseball Scotland. So. We left a long time ago, and so we're still passionate about amateurs. But positive news, I don't know if you saw that though, they had a fundraiser to help pay for uniforms for all the women's teams, and they smashed it in a day.
I had a funny feeling they would when they were only, I say only, but they were looking for I think £1,500. When I saw it, I was like, oh, they're gonna absolutely smash through that. I did pop in a small donation myself. I'm not saying that to get any kudos. I'm just saying. So it's nice to see that they've absolutely tanked their target. So that's good. And I think it was really nice the way that the entire British baseball community kind of rallied behind them as well. So big shout out to Tracy from the Birds with Balls podcast as well. If you're interested in baseball with a feminine twist, go give them a listen. I know she was instrumental in breaking the story and helping bring the publicity to it. So we'll take a minute to mention that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So back to the positive.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Drew had asked about. Are we going to talk about Keith Shore? Yes, we're going to talk about Keith Shore. Keith Shore Wave 3 is out today. The best thing about it, they got the rights for Bo Jackson.
That's pretty big.
So I don't know if that means that's for all the artists. Although saying that, Andrew Thiel had a sneak preview of Bo. So the Topps must have acquired his rights now, and I think we're going to see a flood of Bo cards. So I'm excited. I like Bo. There's a Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders in the set there, so that's pretty cool. I don't know, Deion's getting some Project 70 love, but not much. People are buying it. But it was the era. I would say it was the early 90s. You had Bo, you had Deion Sanders, you had Brian Jordan, and I guess if you want to go old school, you go Denny Ainge, who used to play for the Blue Jays before obviously he became a guard for the Boston Celtics, and then of course their GM there. So it's cool. I'm excited for Bo. I'll buy a Bo card or 3.
I think a lot of people will. A lot of people buy Bo Jackson card. I'll probably pick 1 or 2 up as well. It'll be interesting to see who does them.
I know Chris Bates is excited. It means he gets to buy a Kansas City Royal card that's not George Brett. It won't be Eric Hosmer. It won't be Mike Moustakas. You have to get a Bo Jackson.
Got to get a Bo Jackson. Yeah.
It's not going to be Kevin Seltzer. So
Chris Bubich. I've got a nice line of Chris Bubich autographs. If anybody would like a Chris Bubich autograph.
To be honest, I bet we see a Bobby Witt Jr. card. I bet somebody would do it. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
What do you have to lose? Like I said, you might as well throw out some kind of rookies that may or may not flame out. And, they keep saying that he's going to come up at some point, so why not?
Yeah, it's interesting they haven't done prospects yet. There's maybe a thing that stops them doing prospects. I don't know. We've had one rookie card, right, this year. I can't remember who it was. We had one.
Kelnick, and we had...
Kelnick, of course, yeah. But before him, we had another one.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus, sorry. I've made it all guys remembering stuff.
I know.
We'll move on because... was it Sixto? Maybe it was Sixto.
No. Not in Project 70, so...
Okay. But we have it on Marlins card, right? And that's why we're bringing up Drew.
Yes, and there's a Marlins card. So they've come out with this awesome Mims band. If you don't know who Mims band are, they're the people who do the sweatbands. They are or were the only black owned company by MLB. I think they've dropped it. MLB dropped them. So if you see those old school pictures from like that, yeah, I know, good one there.
Yeesh.
But,
Yeah, moving on.
if you saw the 80s and 90s cards, you would see the Mims players wearing the Mims band that had their photo on it there. I want to say Barry Bonds said say no to drugs, but I can't remember if that's true or not.
Oh, I hope so. I hope it was him and Jose Canseco holding hands, saying no to drugs.
So they typically went for African American players. It was a black-owned company, so they would typically go with that there. But they did a Gary Sheffield, and the cool thing about the Gary Sheffield card is they did him as a Marlin, and then on the rest of it, it has all the other hats, all the other teams he played for. And Gary Sheffield played for like 8 teams.
I was going to say that's all of MLB, basically. Yeah.
I mean, Brewers, Marlins, the Padres, Yankees.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like I think off the top of my head.
Well, you did more than me. I would have said Yankees, then just let you fill in the rest. So.
Yeah.
Dan has very kindly reminded me it was Ke'Bryan Hayes was the other rookie card.
Ke'Bryan Hayes, yes. Yeah. Alex Party, yes, of course.
Thanks, Dan.
So, but yeah, so I think people now that everyone's got their first 3 out the way, I think they're experimenting more and trying some more players out. So I absolutely think we'll see a couple of other true rookie cards come out that way.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Like I say, it's interesting they've not done prospects yet, but maybe they either don't see the value in it, or maybe Topps are saying no, not until we can make it a rookie card. Who knows? That would have been an interesting question for Lauren when we had her on, if I had thought to ask it. But of course, things have.
We spent a lot of time talking to Lauren.
Yeah, we did, and it's been a number of weeks since then as well. So that's just a question that's come up now, because obviously I don't think we had seen rookie cards when we spoke to her either. So.
She's not even launched the one she gave us a sneak preview for.
No. Oh, do you know what? Something's just dawned on me. I bought a teal autograph of the Gehrig card.
Right.
I've got a funny feeling it might be in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, because it was in San Francisco about 2 weeks ago, and I haven't seen it since.
Oh my gosh, right. I had the same problem.
Yeah, it's just
I had that same problem there, yeah. So same thing, cousin sent something over, and it went missing for 3 weeks. It said it left San Francisco, and then 3 weeks later it popped up in London. So
oh really? Okay, I'll maybe yeah.
We'll chat about this off air, but yeah, because again, I somebody was kind enough to go to the Mariners team store, and they picked up Mitch Haniger spring training jersey for me and an Ichiro jersey for $30. It was amazing.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
So it's all the old Majestic Athletic ones they're getting rid of, and I headed there, and they still had those in stock, and I was like, for $30, like I gotta get myself a Nature jersey. Yeah. Sent it to my cousin. The cousin sent it over, and like, great, I'm finally gonna get something over. And I bought one for another Mariners friend there, and it went missing. I was like, I can't tell him, but it's gone missing. So it will show there's something going on with the post, and the same thing is going. There is something funny going on with the post there. I had 7 of my cards I sent out with my latest delivery over here gone missing, and 6 of them finally. Another one showed up today, and that was just during the post. So if you're having problems with the post, it's not me. It's not you. There's something going on with the post.
Something going on, yeah. It's not FedEx 2-day service, that's for sure. It was just regular USPS, international mail. So
I spent last week on the phone with the post office going, I think a bag went missing.
Jesus.
Because I posted them all at the same time, and 7 people had the same problem. I have not seen my cards in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I only just remembered about it now, so I'll tough it out. I'm sure it'll turn up.
So I don't know if it's COVID letters or what.
Though it's either COVID or Brexit or both. They'll blame it on everything.
I've never seen post this bad before.
Yeah.
So I guess moral of the story, if you're sending anything to people with that, send it signed. It will make it in those 3 or 4 days that we'll there.
Yeah,
they definitely will prioritize that. But if you're sending anything first, second class mail, it could show up anytime there.
Anytime between now and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my post office guy, and I was like, so I had these cards go missing, and he goes, yeah, it's kind of what's happening at the moment.
Yeah, but it'll pop back up. It'll turn off, I'm sure. Like I said, it just popped in my head. I hadn't seen any tracking on it for a while.
Yeah, I know, because I was freaking out about it as well, because again, my cousin had. So this is the second time she sent it over, because Parcel Force didn't give us the import charges one. So
Oh God, yeah.
yes. So if you want to hear a story, we'll tell it off air. There, I had a lovely 2 weeks conversation going back and forth with Parcel Force, saying that they tried to deliver stuff or that tried to make me pay for my import charges, which they never did. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So your parcel will show up at some point in time, and I hope to God that you don't have to pay the ridiculous VAT for that card.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't that much. It was only 100 and I think 120 bucks or something. So
Okay, that's not too bad.
no, but yeah, I'm sure I'll get my little red slip to pay my £8 handling fee and plus a bit extra. But you know,
Oh, there's
it's for
stuff- you know
myself,
what?
so that's fine.
So funny enough, I didn't have to pay mine. So I don't. And you know what? I should have checked to see what my cousin actually put down for value. So
Hey,
didn't. I was so excited that it showed up that I was there because we had Christmas presents there. So it was on Christmas in May.
oh jeez. But other
so-
other Marlins news, and not technically baseball card related, but it seems we're on the subject of the Marlins, sorry, and they maybe don't get enough airtime. So the second, oh Jesus, what do they call it? What's the name of the thing? The tops. It's not Civic Pride, but it's like Civic Pride.
Oh, the City Connections.
City Connection, thank you. So the second City Connection city was announced, I think, just today or yesterday, and it's Miami, and they're doing quite a cool looking top, I think.
Yeah, it's the Sugar King, Cuban Kings.
Yeah, Cuban sugar, something like that. Yeah, we probably should have had more information on this to hand before we
So
start
yeah,
talking
but
about it.
it's Cuban Heritage Night, and they're bringing all that there. So
Yeah, I think it looks pretty awesome. I've seen some people hating on it today, and I can't think why. It looks a little bit like a football top, I'll be honest, but yeah, I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm certainly not going to give $450 to get the authentic on-field version, because you can still buy the authentic on-field Boston jersey for $450 if you've actually lost your marbles. But yeah, if I can pick up one of the replica versions, then yeah, I think I probably will. It's not very often I spend $120 on a shirt, but yeah. I
So
think
the
it's
real
kinda cool.
question is, are you going to buy a Uniwatch picker to get that Nike symbol off? Because you got to buy one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit past it now. It just feels like it's sort of always been there now, which I guess is bad. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny how quickly that storm blew over. But everyone
It will.
everyone was always going to hate it. Under Armour it was supposed to be Under Armour that was picking up this contract, and Under Armour would have done the same thing. They would have put their UA logo on the front of the jerseys. It was just Majestic never did. But yeah.
You know, if it was on the sleeve, I never would have cared. That
No,
wouldn't bother
well,
one
yeah,
bit,
it's true, but that's not Nike. That's not Nike's way, though, is it?
No, and I think a lot of things. I've had this conversation with a lot of people there. I think being from the UK, you guys are used to seeing sponsorship on the front of the jersey, so it doesn't bother you. Whereas
true.
I look at my jerseys and I'm like, no, God, no, that's terrible. I would never want that on that jerseys there. So 'cause I got that blowback from the UK community. They're like, why? So what? It's a Nike symbol there. It's like, again, like a Yankees top does not look right with a Nike symbol on it. A Dodgers top does not. A Giants, it does not look right having that there, especially on like throwback days.
Yeah, it's true. On throwback stuff, yeah. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe we're just preconditioned not to give quite so much of a shit. But yeah, it's funny how quickly I've kind of got past it. I mean, you still notice it. It's still noticeable. You know, like I sat and watched some baseball the other night and was like, oh, there's a big Nike symbol floating about. So like you know, it's still something that your mind picks up on. It's just, well, that's just how it is now. You know what I mean? It's like I've been battered into submission by the constant flaunting of a Nike logo in my face.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I just, I'll pick it off.
But you know,
No,
you're not going to pick it off, and you'll still be able to see the stitching, right?
I'll find a patch. There'll be some sort of patch I can put over it. I guess.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. If I want that Kellenic jersey, I gotta get a Nike one. Cool. We've had people ask me before, and I've completely dropped the ball on this there, and I do apologize there. Everyone's asking about the card art competition because there's another card art competition going on right now, and that's my fault there. I'm working on it. There was a lot of submissions. I've made the mistake of telling anyone just to send it anywhere. So I have about 50 submissions in about 30 different spots. I need to pull them all together there. I said that's absolutely my fault. And so we're hoping to have something done this weekend to name a winner, because we do have another card art petition coming up. We'll announce that next week. And it would be bad form on my part to not announce the winners of the previous one before we start a new one here. So yes, so keep your eye out there. I promise I will do it. It's on my list of things to do. Easter break and COVID ads like that, it's got lost in the mix, and it's absolutely my fault there.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was David over on Facebook that was asking about that. So yeah, we'll get that out. We'll get a bow tied around that, like you say, sooner rather than later, because we do have another one to push. So.
This one we will have rules. There'll be rules.
There'll be rules, actually. Yeah.
There'll be an email address. If you not even send it to that email address, you will not be qualified. But yes, so I referenced this there, and I guess we can bring it up as this our show there.
Yeah.
So obviously, I do ball caps and bagpipes there, and we are doing a card art competition. We are supporting the Negro League Museum art. Josh Gibson 20 MVP campaign, and to do that, we're trying to bring awareness to the general public about trying to get Josh Gibson named the MVP trophy named after him. And there is a card art competition, so they are releasing 5 or 6 cards a week by various there. And when I say the card art people, it is the top card art guys that you can think of. So if you follow these guys on Instagram or social media, if you've heard of them, they are in this competition. They're doing cards there. And not only that, there are tops card artists that are doing this competition as well. So the UK one will be a UK only one.
Yeah, we're not going to pitch you in amongst like the Josh Trouts of this world and the Alex Pardis of this world, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be that there. We'll figure something out. F.Dot's got a Josh Gibson card coming up, I think. So that will be the prize we'll be giving away there. And we'll have to think about this off air on what you can do. So they're all doing Josh Gibson cards, which will be easy for them. They are access to cards. There's like an 82 Diners Kings Josh Gibson card. There's a couple other ones there, which I'm guessing over here nobody has. So I'm not going to go buy cards. Bring them over here so you guys compete it. So we'll figure something out there. Maybe take your favorite.
We should all do Josh Chetwynd cards.
Josh, I think those are even more harder to find there. But maybe we'll do something, and we'll figure out some way to do it there, so we can get involved and do our part to help support that there. So so I'm doing. I'm interviewing the artists. We're going to have a big roundup on a Friday, or I'm probably doing 6 interviews on a Friday night. So if you got nothing better to do on a Friday night, like maybe you're in Glasgow and you can't leave your house, you can watch all those.
Yeah, Jason's doing basically a full press tour for this thing. So
yeah, so but yeah, well, if you're interested in more ball caps and bagpipes, I do an interview there at 11 o'clock at night on Tuesday. And then, every Friday I'll be interviewing all the artists who have competed there, and they're going to give me the story behind their cards there. So if you like card art, absolutely go check it out there. You get a vote. I think you vote by retweeting. So it's the most done through Twitter, and then we actually have a website you can vote on there too as well. So I'll put some information up on our post after this then, so you can find out more about it there. But yes, so by default we're involved as well. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens, because I think there's only 3 MVP or 3 people they're considering for it. It's Branch Rickey, obviously the person who brought Jackie Robinson in, Frank Robinson, who is, I don't know if he's the only person that's won the MVP in both the AL and NL. I don't know.
Okay.
You see, at least the first person to do it, and the first African American to do it, and obviously Josh Gibson. So the man who's almost hit 800 home runs.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So so basically watch this space for card art updates. But yeah, we'll get the
we'll get a winner out.
Competition. We'll get that done, and then we'll speak in more detail maybe either next week or the week after on the Josh Gibson one as well. It'd be great to get. It was really popular last time, and we had a lot of really good entries as well. So yeah, it'd be good to get everybody on board with that again. And
Yes.
yeah, go check out Ball Caps and Bagpipes if you haven't already. Jason's doing a lot of content there. If you're into your card art, and of course supporting a fantastic foundation as well. So yeah, moving on. I wanted to give a quick shout out to a couple of people in the UK community, if I may.
Ooh, right.
So, as I think a lot of people saw on the 2nd of May, the BBC did an article. So, you know, it's big news if the BBC is doing an article on card collecting. So, a couple of people from the UK community, so Laura Brain, and I'm going to
Former guest Laura Brain.
Yeah, exactly, friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast, yeah.
Friend of the show, Laura Brain, made the BBC article, and also another UK collector, Kem Yavuz, and I apologise if I completely butchered your name, Kem, but I've seen you in the groups, so I know you're there. Yeah, they both made the BBC article, so that was really kind of cool. It was nice to see a nicely researched article from a UK journalist interviewing UK card collectors, so that was pretty awesome.
It was really well done. So if you haven't seen it, do check it out. I was impressed.
Yeah, I'll maybe after the show I'll share a link on it on our socials if anybody hasn't seen it yet. It did fly through the groups pretty quick, so I'm imagining it's gone round. But there's no harm in sharing it again.
I mean, Gary V should be honored. You know, he got to do there with Laura. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, internet windbag Gary V. Yeah, the picture that they chose of him for that article is quite interesting, where he's standing in front of a safe that appeared to be filled full of like PSA slabbed cards. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Crikey, we'll be talking about Elon Musk and Dogecoin next. Look at us.
Oh my gosh, we cover everything.
We do cover everything, yeah. That's almost a beautiful segue into NFTs then, I guess, because
I was hoping we'd get there.
Yeah, we're getting there. I know we're rapidly running out of time, but we missed last week, so we can cruise on a bit if we want to. So yeah, while we're talking about crypto and things, that segues us beautifully into NFTs.
Right. So we have one more week of crafting. We're assuming something might come out Series 2. We don't know. But yeah, please do check to see who your common players are.
and why should we do that, Jason?
I made the mistake of looking at things when I was not feeling the best and went, oh my gosh, I have a Colton Wong card. All right, who else do I need to collect to get a pack of cards there? And then proceeded to buy 3 Trent Grisham cards about 2 hours later after they changed to the week after. So yes, so now apparently I'm a Trent Grisham collector of NFTs.
So yeah, new crafting challenge is out tomorrow. So remember and check your comments. If you have an inkling on who it may be, tonight I guess is the night to speculate on who it might be, who's going to be included in the crafting this week. But yeah, new crafting challenge tomorrow. Apparently this is the last one, so we may see another pack drop a week tomorrow, so the 25th by my maths. But yeah, no actual news on that yet.
No, we haven't heard anything yet. I'll need to check Discord to see if there's any.
Oh yeah, I was going to say Discord's probably the best place to go for this information, but.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some hype about it. I mean, there was enough hype about it last time there. I mean, if there was 100,000 people trying to get cards, I imagine it'll be double this time with no target available.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think, and but the way it was going, I mean, we both cashed out premium packs that we paid $100 for, and we both cashed them out in the $1,000 range. So you know, people that stuff like that is not going to be ignored by the wider card collecting populace, even people who are skeptical of crypto and NFTs and all this kind of stuff, or maybe don't quite understand it. Basically where I was 2 months ago, when we first started talking about it. I still don't consider myself to be an expert, but yeah, just having enough of the knowledge and kind of understanding the process behind it. And yeah, I think we're going to see more and more people. If we thought the last buying episode was a shit show, I think the next one's going to be broadly similar. Yeah, I guess slightly off topic on NFTs, I managed to pick up my first couple of packs of NBA Top Shot, so I've joined the Top Shot crew as well, so I can be cool like you now.
So have you opened them yet? Because you can't be cool if you open them.
No, still sealed. No.
Yeah, that's one of those things there. Like, yeah, so they're actually starting to tier things in NBA Top Shot, so you actually have to own moments. So while you have them in your pack, they don't count. You got to actually open the pack. And I think that ruins the fun for me. I really don't want to have to go buy some random scrub on on the Nuggets to go right. I've now owned.
Wow, we're hating on Denver tonight, man. What's happening?
All right, fine. Well, I was trying to think who actually Nuggets are actually pretty good. Who's rubbish? Oklahoma City. They are rubbish. They're gonna have the number one pick, but I don't want to talk about them because it used to be the Sonics. So who's the number 2 worst team in the NBA right now? The Timberwolves. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I have no clue.
It's not. So the Sacramento Kings. We'll pick on the
There you
Sacramento
go.
Kings.
Pick
To
on
the
the
terrible.
Kings.
Yes. I can't remember. I can't name anybody on the Sacramento. But yeah, I don't want to have to go buy like 4 of those to be able to be eligible for packs there, and then there's the introducing like a point system there. So depending on what your pack is or your players or your moments are, it's worth more, and they're really trying to get it to hands of collectors there instead of people flipping. So NBA Top Shop isn't allowing gifting at the moment, so you can't sell your packs and try to hold them. Luckily, they only cost $9, so it's not like it's a huge loss on there.
Yeah. So is it just gifting of packs that they've stopped doing, or is it?
Yeah, so what they're trying to do is they're probably trying to figure out a way like where Topps did, where they go, great, here's the marketplace. They have a marketplace. I don't understand. I guess the marketplace isn't for packs; it's only for cards.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine it's probably a bit of code to go, all right, fine, you can sell packs. So where when you did it with Topps, you could buy the packs and not have to worry about the
I guess what they're
moments.
trying to prevent is people selling packs in Facebook groups or selling packs on eBay and then just sending them, because you do that through the gifting process, which is obviously
Exactly.
how I was doing the breaks for the NFTs when I was sending the individual NFTs to people for the baseball ones.
Yeah,
Oh, it's kind of interesting.
I imagine that's what they're probably thinking of. And then, of course, you had the whole Vegas Dave and his buying group on that.
This guy.
So, wow, we did Gary V and Vegas Dave. We're doing a good show tonight.
I know, Christ. I'll need to put this in the YouTube video title so we get like 1 million views.
Whatever works. Throw in Jared Kelly, Gary V. So I imagine with that, they're probably working on stuff there and smoothing out. So again, you had that problem there, and I think you'll probably see in a month or two that you can start probably gifting packs or selling your packs there. Because again, I think that's the fun bit of it. I quite enjoy owning 4 packs over there. My possibilities right now are limitless. I could have LeBron James cards in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's the chase, right? It's the thrill of the chase. That's what people like.
So I don't want to open my cards yet. I don't know. So, but I'm assuming that's what they're probably implementing. I imagine it's a big chunk of code to make sure everything works before they actually implement it there. But I know what do I know? I'm just throwing out my own educated guesses there, and it's not even a very good educated guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, you want to see me? You want to watch me parlay that into a beautiful segue?
I'm ready for it.
You ready? Because, with your sealed packs, you could be sitting on upwards of $22,000 worth of NBA Top Shot moments. And what could you do with that $22,000, I hear you ask? Well, why not buy a box of 2021 Topps Transcendent Hall of Fame edition?
We did it.
Now,
we went there.
That is a segue. That is how it's done. You can
gosh,
tell we are 15 episodes in now, and this is just buttery smooth.
Wow.
So we had mentioned in passing a couple of weeks ago there was a Transcendent product coming out, and it came out. I say $22,000 because that's what it's going for now. I think it was significantly more than that when it released. Traditionally, Topps Transcendent comes out at $25,000. At the moment, you can get it for $22,000. There were only 50 made. The big draw of this product, obviously, is that as part of it, you get a ticket. Very Willy Wonka style, you get a golden ticket to a very special Topps event at which there will be numerous Hall of Famers. And I think it's reasonably safe to say that Mr. Derek Jeter Esquire would make an appearance because he basically sold his soul to Topps like 2 years ago. Basically you pay $25,000 and you stand a fairly good chance of getting a Derek Jeter themed gift basket out of it.
Ooh, man, it's a 1 in 50 chance of actually, getting the gift basket.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like you and a friend get to go to this thing, so yeah, it's going to be a pretty low population, right? Take a pretty girl. You never know. You might get that Jeter basket.
You may take your friend, but you might be going home solo.
So yeah, there we go. So we had to get Topps Transcendent back in there. Usually, I like a bit of a flutter on Topps Transcendent. I think it's a fun thing to get involved in. Usually paying in the sort of about $150 region to get one card out of it, and I just do it as a bit of fun. It's a bit of a bit either go big or go home, right? So whatever the maths into 150 by 25 grand is, so there's usually about 100 plus cards in total come in the box. This year, in this particular set, there's not. There was 46 cards total in a $25,000 box. So I've seen some breaks of it done on YouTube. I didn't see any that were selling at the time. But yeah, if you're doing like just a random one, like, you know, Survivor Random is the most fun way I've seen it done. So there's obviously a base set of, well, it's not 50 cards in this case, but it's 50 cards in the regular Transcendent. And you just run a series of randoms, and the idea is not to win a random, and then you stay into the end, and then you get the big prize at the end. And for $150, that's kind of a bit of fun. Not at $500, it wouldn't be, which is what you would be paying for for a 46 card set at,
This is
at
where DJ
25k.
LeMahieu comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you genuinely could hit like a DJ LeMahieu autograph. I mean, there's like some really really cool stuff in it. The two main featured guys this year were Randy Johnson and, oh my god, I'm gonna have to go on Google to find the other one because I
The
forgot.
funny thing is, like, Randy Johnson's awesome. I love Randy Johnson, but how popular is Randy Johnson outside of Seattle and Arizona?
Yeah, yeah, that's true, I guess. And anybody who dislikes the press in New York, because on his first day
Yeah.
in New York, he famously punched the reporter in the street.
Yeah, I mean,
Welcome
like,
to New York, buddy.
yeah, screw you,
Alright,
buddy.
man.
I'm a lefty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, anybody who's a member of the RSPB doesn't like him either because he likes to destroy his bird.
He likes to make birds explode.
Yeah, man. Jesus. So yeah, so there was some really cool stuff available in these boxes, and to be fair, for 25 grand, they're freaking better be. But yeah, I struggle. I mean, who can see value in a $25,000 box of trading cards at the best of times? But yeah, when you're getting 40 things in total for your 25 grand, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of. I'm trying to look to see who it might be there. I mean, I'm seeing Bryce Harper. I'm seeing Aaron Alvarez. I'm seeing Ken Griffey Jr.
I mean, well, the checklist was stellar.
It's
Don't get me
insane.
wrong, but
Oh yeah,
but not all. But you know, you're paying 25 grand for a box of you're basically paying 25 grand for an invite to a Tots party that generally you can resell these things for about $7,000, right? So there's you at 18 if you take that cost out of it. But you're not getting 18 grand's worth of value at the rest of that box. There's just no way. It's just a massive flex.
yes.
I mean, 25 grand with 100 plus cards in it, like you see, you can almost justify it because breakers will take it on and it'll be quite successful as a break product.
Well,
But far out, not with 46 cards.
it's Bryce Harper. There's a Bryce Harper's to the years checklist, and it starts at 1951 Bryce Harper 101 and goes all the way up to there. So he's got 70 cards set in there.
Wow, okay.
So that's the other one there. And again, Bryce Harper's not that he's not that popular.
No, he's not.
he-
Like he's in like the middle of his career, so his current cards aren't doing anything because, you know, who wants. Oh, this is like his.
I'm wearing Philly stuff as well.
Yeah,
I'm wearing Philly stuff as well today.
It's like
Throwing
you
the
set
Harper
this
under the
up.
bus. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's like I like Bryce Harper, but not $25,000.
Yeah, but the
like
hobby
Bryce
doesn't.
Harper.
Yeah, but you might like Bryce Harper, but the hobby doesn't really like Bryce Harper. Not right now. Like
No.
who wants a 12th year card of Bryce Harper or however long he's been in the league? You know, it's like Steven Strasburg. You know, the guy's going to have a hell of a career, but you know, who wants a 12th year card of Steven Strasburg? Like, you might want his rookie card, you might want his first Bowman card, but you don't want a card now. You know, like a 2021 Series 1 Bryce Harper card. It's it's not going to be one of the sought after ones.
It's the same price as Shed Long.
Yeah, it's the same price as Shed Long. There you go. And DJ LeMahieu, put him in that bucket. Like the only player who carries consistently high value for base cards for every year of his career is Mike Trout.
Yeah.
So, you know, like a 2021 Series 1 Mike Trout might go for £1, whereas everyone else's card will go for 20p, you know. So we're not talking
I feel
huge
like they
amounts.
missed the
but-
boat. I mean, Otani. Like, why did you not get Otani? Like, worst case scenario,
well, see,
Japanese investors.
Hindsight's a beautiful thing with Otani, though, right? Because
Well,
every year everyone's been like, fucking Otani, yes! And then this is the only year it might actually happen.
I know we gotta sell that card soon before it gets hurt.
Yeah, I know, before he gets hurt again. Yeah, I know, I'm thinking the same thing.
But you know, it's one of those things. It's you know, you speculate and kind of go there. That's what I thought. Like Randy Johnson, he was never a friendly player in the media. Like I love Randy Johnson to death. You know, he was in my Mariners and got there, and you know. But again, it's like, why not Kurt Schilling? I mean, like,
Deary me.
It's
Now,
not much. He's not much higher than Kurt Schilling. Let's be honest now.
dude, that's a step.
Okay.
That's a step.
You said I'm
Kurt-
crossing the line.
Yeah, like Kurt Schilling.
Okay, yeah, he's
Yeah,
pretty
for
bad.
all his, I don't want to call him, for all his transgressions as a player, I guess, with the whole, oh, somebody dropped a hot dog on my sock and it looks like blood. For all like all that stuff, he went a little bit.
He did
He went a
it
bit
the right way.
sideways
Yeah, okay.
after he retired. I think it's safe to
Okay.
say, when you take on a small venture and employ heaps of people, then basically walk out of them and leave them fucking destitute. And then, of course, he had some rather inflammatory political views. I think it's safe to is
He
about the
hangs out with
politest
Aubrey
way I can
Huff.
put it. Yeah,
Him and Aubrey Huff hang out a lot.
yeah. I think it's Randy Johnson seems like a good guy compared to Kurt Schilling. But and other interesting Randy Johnson news. I have a baseball card of Randy Johnson's daughter, but it's not a baseball card; it's a volleyball card. So there you go. Tops to the set.
You have a
Collegiate
big unit
volleyball
for his
set.
daughter.
Yeah, man, I bought it. Yeah, I bought
I
it.
know.
But then it's
I know.
quite-
We talked about that. The volleyball set. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
sorry to
just-
interrupt. Yeah, tell me about the volleyball set.
Yeah, the volleyball. So there's like some pro volleyball league starting, and like Randy Johnson's daughter is going to be the face of it. I was like, this is a pretty cool thing. I'm going to buy this. So there you go. Yeah, I have numerous Randy Johnson baseball cards, and I now also have a Tops Now card of his kid as well, which is kind of funny.
And it's funny. So we make fun of this there. And I you know what? We laugh about this stuff. Oh, you bought that stuff. Graham tells me all the time, well, I bought these cards here. I don't know why. And then next thing I know, like a year later, like I sold it for 12 times what I paid for it. Somebody wants gamer cards.
Yeah, I've still got those. Although they're listed,
right.
although they're listed on eBay, but I've still got my ESL Pro League cards. Yeah, for those of you who follow esports, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I got Series 1 CSGO cards.
ESL?
ESL, yeah. I can't remember what it stands for.
Oh my gosh,
Esports
because they
League.
need a better acronym because that's English as a second language to my head.
Oh, there is.
That's what we call it in the States.
Yes.
ESL class, English as a second language. Yeah, okay.
ESL Pro League. There you go.
The esports league sounds so much
Esports League, yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I've still got them. Like I said, they're listed on eBay. I had somebody who wanted to, I'm gonna get. That's not real nerdy. If you know the video game CS:GO, you'll know what I'm talking about. But a guy wanted to buy them using CS:GO skins, which is basically like skins you can put on your weapon. But but there's like a thriving marketplace for these things. So like some of the skins you can put on some of the guns in that game go for, thousands of dollars. So
Really?
it's almost like the original NFT, but
Right.
but not really. But it's or the original crypto. It kind of is, I guess. But so yeah, you can buy like a certain gun design, and it costs like hundreds of dollars for these things. So a guy wanted to buy them off me using them, but I don't play the game personally, so I just had the cards. But he was wanting to pay me in crypto as well, which is why I put crypto on the store. So I can take crypto through the website now. But yeah, he's not come back to me. But anyway, never mind about that.
Yes.
There's a huge
There you go.
segue. So yeah, I do like to not just I'm an equal opportunities lover. I think it's safe to say it's not all about the baseball. There's other interesting card markets out there as well, but I've not really scratched the surface of Pokemon yet, and I feel like I've missed that bus.
No. Let's not go to Pokemon.
No, I'll just let you keep walking around Edinburgh, and you can pick them up on your phone.
I haven't played ever since I gave it up for Bunt. All my time spent on Bunt.
So you can't do both. You can't do Pokemon Go and Top Spun.
You know what? I figured having Bunt was gonna be enough for me. Then I needed to give up Pokemon Go anyway. So I haven't spun a ball in I don't know 6 weeks.
Talking of Bunt, we've had some new releases in Bunt. Vitality, I think it is, came out this week. Heritage Flashbacks came out the other week as well. So they're certainly ploughing a decent amount of content into Bunt right now, which I think is interesting for a couple of reasons. One, it's nice to see it's still got quite an active player base. I've really been enjoying it. I'm still ploughing away trying to get my 2004 collectibles to finish the road trip event.
That road trip sucks.
It does suck. I see but you're on like your second route, your second
trip
lap
through,
now.
yeah.
That's insane. So I think it's great that Bunt obviously still has a very active player base, and they're still putting a lot of time and effort into keeping sets new and bringing out new stuff every week, which I think is really cool. But it's also interesting to look at these things like we've been doing the whole time and thinking, well, how would these translate to NFTs? So, when we see Topps have all these digital heritage cards, will heritage appear as an NFT, or will it just do an extended series? For them to call it Series 2, I think would be a stretch, because Series 2 physical cards haven't come out yet. So it would be
right, okay.
so it'd be interesting to see if we get maybe we get a different set, like we get heritage or something like that. But
Which set would you like to see that's already been out there? I guess that's the real question.
ooh, that's a good question.
'Cause I like the heritage cards. I think they're great.
I think they look. I think
But
they look really
the
good in bunt.
variations bug the hell out of me. Like playing on a bunt, just it's like, all right, there's like 50 different variations to get there. I
Yeah.
do not like that.
Yeah, it's a bit wild. Yeah,
But then I'm not, I mean, I'm the U.S. bunt group, or whatever, the worldwide bunt group there, and people spend stupid money on diamonds and all that there. I'm playing for free.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm playing for free as well. But good on those guys, because they're obviously keeping it fresh for us, right? For us,
Yeah.
who just like to play for free. But yeah, I think heritage would be interesting in NFT. Obviously, we've discussed before, we feel like they're missing out on a big trick without doing Topps Now stuff. But like I say, maybe
Well,
they'll
they do
start
Topps
doing
now. You get Topps now on there?
on NFT.
No, sorry. I was thinking bunt. It's like, yes,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
right. Yeah,
But
so
yes.
I still think they're missing out a trick on that. But yeah, I don't know what the next thing will be. Maybe they will just call it Series 2, or they'll maybe just call it Series 1 and like another drop of Series 1 with new stuff in it. I don't really know. Or they might just break away from tying it in, or trying to tie it in with physical card collecting, because they've seen how popular it is, and they'll maybe just call it Series 2, and they'll just bring out, maybe it'll have like Kelnick rookie cards in it, and it'll have Francisco Lindor in a Mets uniform, not in a Cleveland uniform.
I think that'd be interesting, because they said you could pretty much bring it out now, and you're going to have a first true rookie card come out there soon.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, especially if it's a Kelnick, you're like, okay, but he could be the first hot NFT rookie.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. I mean, they've kept the singles market buoyant by having the crafting challenges, and I think that was actually quite a clever thing to do. They've obviously borrowed that idea from bunt, because obviously crafting can be, well, it depends on what you want to craft, but it's a good way to build the base sets, obviously, through the crafting. So I think it was quite clever that they pinched that idea, because it kept the singles market pretty fresh. And yeah, will they carry that on? But yeah, it's interesting that it's not so much collecting the big players that's the draw in bunt. It's getting the low mint numbers, or obviously getting the more rare variations and stuff as well. That's always going to have an intrinsic value to it. But for the base cards, it's not so much about finding the hot rookie card. It's about finding the low mint of any card. Carries a premium, whether it be Shed Long or whether it be Brian Hayes. Yeah, player number, or mint number 69. Meh.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some guy collecting every number that's number 69.
Oh, yeah, and like there's some guy collecting all the 420s, and
Think about 420s.
Yeah, man, yeah,
Of course, yes.
Somebody's doing that. So yeah, I think it's interesting from that standpoint, the way that the value's been added to, or been spread among all the cards, and it's very much based off the mint rather than, I mean, obviously some players are still bringing premiums as well, but in general terms, there's a lot more value attracted to any card if it has that low mint number, or that, like you say, player number, or it's 69, or it's 420, or it's 666, or 911, or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Whatever you want it to be, right? But yeah, that's a great question. I don't actually know. I don't know what I want.
So, yeah, like I said, I mean, something will come out there, and I still think we see moments come out. I think that we get that coming All-Star break.
Yeah, I really think they're missing a trick when not doing that. Yeah.
Because I think, like I said, I mean, how much? Okay, so we're talking about Jared Kelnick. Well, might as well. How much would you pay for the moment of his first hit, his home run?
Yeah, precisely. That's the thing.
Somebody will be like, "Oh, damn! Like, I need that now." I mean, if someone's paying $2,500 for his 1-of-1 Blake Jameson foil autograph card,
yeah, someone's going to pay for that moment for sure.
Exactly. What's the ceiling at? $10,000?
Oh God, I don't know. How crap have we been at predicting values of anything on this show?
Yeah,
I refuse to.
200,000. I'm going to go there.
Just get that $25,000 and you can trade it for a Tops Transcendent. There you go.
Or you can trade it for someone's one of one at Project 70.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I picked up a Project 70 card. I did pick up the Action Bronson. Bronson's had a card out, which I suppose is worthy of note because like we've joked about it right up until now, pretty much. But he actually released a really cool card this time of El Duque Hernandez, and the sort of in the same style, the sort of photoshopped kind of shadowy style, but of Hernandez not accurately doing his high leg kick, but simulating the high leg kick, and it's actually a really sweet card. So yeah, I'm glad I picked that up. I didn't see the print run on that. Is that what you're feverishly Googling?
I can. I was trying to remember who my card of the week was, but
Of course, card of the week.
I completely forgot that one.
Card of the week. Card of the week needs a jingle, and then we would remember to do it.
Print. Ooh, jingle. All right. So who's the DJ we know that can do a jingle for us?
Yeah.
Action Bronson print run was 1302.
Well, I don't know how that compares to these other cards.
So I know who my favorite card. I got it. But that's
Well, so card of the week. You've actually got 2 weeks worth to choose from, technically, but
Okay, well, we were just listening last week. I'm gonna go with the Jonas Never Ken Griffey Jr. because it was a throwback to the first turn ahead the clock game,
wow, okay.
and that's just pure nostalgia for me. Where Griffey's wearing the hat backwards, you have the giant logo there, the silver gloves, and that's just a pure nostalgia one for out of that one there. I know there's probably people I really like the JK5 Carlton Fisk. I think his cards with color are amazing.
Yeah, they do look so cool. Yeah, I was a fan of the black and white from Project 20. Is that what it was called? 20.
Yeah, 2020.
Project. Yeah, I'm getting all confused now.
Exactly.
It's getting late.
P20, P70.
Yeah, right, yeah. There we go. Yeah, last year's one. Yeah. So yeah, I was a big fan of the black and white style. But yeah, like you say, with the colors in this year's, like some of his cards are just mind blowing. How cool they are. Like just with the simple addition of a bit of color.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and pick all these up because you can pick them up for like $15. So I'm like, okay. Like I said, there's nothing really of a whole lot of value other than the Otani and the parties. So
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to go and pick his stuff up there. Because I was looking at some guy bought 40 of like the Luis Robert cards. And he hit 2 foils because print runs are so low.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that post today. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
So
with
with
1,300 print, I mean that's all the Bronson cards now I've bought, and so I want to get at least one foil.
you're gonna have to buy 40. You have to have diamond heads to buy 40.
Wow, shit! I'll give it a shot. All right, we're gonna get out of here on one final question because it's a very loaded question, and I know it's gonna end up probably being an episode of its own sometime soon. Question from Glenn: have you opened the Status Pro box yet?
No, we haven't. We're holding on to that. It's gonna happen soon. I have it safely tucked away. We have a date in the calendar tentatively when Graham's coming down to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And we'll open it up and we're gonna play it and we'll record the thing while we're playing it and try to figure out.
Yeah, we'll do a stream. We'll probably put it up on Twitch. We'll probably do a Twitch stream of it. And then we'll maybe do some edited highlights on YouTube or something like that. But it'd be kind of a fun thing to stream.
So glad you have to tell me if there's like any food or perishables in the box. I'll open that sucker up now.
Yeah, if there's anything that's not suitable for the Twitch audience, then we need to know.
But yes, I'll definitely. I'm going to open it up probably next week. There, I'm absolutely swamped with various things at the moment, and opening that thing up there. We were getting the kitchen redone at the same time. Not as bad as Moose's, but yes, but yeah, it's been the last 6 weeks have been very chaotic, and I'm glad it's Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 6 weeks to get my shit together because it's school break at 6 weeks. Exactly.
Could you please stop reminding me of that?
Okay, yes. It's only 42 days to go.
Stop it. Jeez. At least it means I've got some holidays coming up because we've taken some time off in the school summer holidays. But
yeah, let's not forget it's a 3-day weekend next weekend. This was a 2 weekend after.
Is it? Well, maybe for you. I don't think it's
Mayday
for
holiday.
Us,
yeah.
I better not be flipping kids whenever it's good. Right, anywho.
Oh, we love
Right.
our kids. But
Yeah,
yes,
thanks for
that's it. So-
thanks for ruining my night.
But yeah, I plan to open it there. I've got a to-do list that I'm working through. First up is I have a raffle. I haven't even finished that off there. And then I have the card art thing, and then I will do that there. So I apologize if you guys are waiting for me. I apologize. I've completely dropped the ball. I take 100% responsibility for that there. But I promise I will do better from here on out.
That's it. We'll get smashed through it, get caught up.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Well, we've kind of gone into a feature-length episode tonight. It seems it's approaching half past, but yeah, we're having a week off last week. There's no harm in doing that. Plus, God damn it, it's our show and we'll do what we want.
Yes, exactly. We're like a 1980s movie, 90 minutes long.
Pretty much, yeah. Feature-length, there you go. It will be described as such on the podcast, which, of course, will be available this Wednesday from 9 p.m. UK time on your favourite podcast platform. If you do happen to listen to podcasts somewhere and you don't see us, then do let us know. Apparently it does all get taken care of for us, but yeah, if you use a platform that maybe isn't covered by Anchor, who we use to host the podcast, then do let us know. We should be doing the usual and begging for likes. So if you're on Apple Podcasts, drop us those 5 stars, please. That'd be a huge help for us.
And we've gone international. We've got some more international guests.
Yeah,
Like I said,
I have the statistics here because I'm almost organized for once.
yes, we're big in France now.
We are big in France, so
Japan, huge in Japan.
new additions this week. Yeah, France and Japan have joined the world of really crap banter.
Yeah, 2 guys that forget a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Old guys remembering stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And Russia as well, which I think we touched on before. But so yeah, nice to see that we're spreading our wings far and wide. So yeah, if you do happen to listen to us on Apple Podcasts and you don't mind dropping us those 5 stars, that would be appreciated. Reviews anywhere are great. You can like us on YouTube. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. You can throw us a like on Twitch, or follow us on Twitch as well. That'd be kind of awesome. All these little things, they really do help us out a lot, and we do appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a better spiel for begging, or do it at the start when people are probably still listening.
We're gonna definitely pay you off in NFTs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll have to do.
Write us a review and let us know. We'll send you an NFT.
Send you an NFT. Yeah, it's a great idea. I'm on board.
We're gonna have to go start buying all those one wax players we can,
Yeah,
so we can afford this.
It will be raining shed-longs in this place.
I'm hoarding those anyways. I'm the guy collecting all the 69 shed logs out there.
Okay, yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, like you didn't know about the 420 thing, you damn liar. Awesome. Well, on that note, we're going to get out of here for this week. Jason, thanks very much again for being here with me. And yeah, we'll speak to you live next Monday night, 9 p.m. UK on Twitch at twitch.tv/Teen Tops. Until then, please stay safe, take care. I know things are opening up a little bit, but let's all still be sensible. And yeah, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep, see you later, guys.
Have a great evening.
Piece by Dallas, make it hurt. by Dallas, make it hurt.